welcome back to the channel. This is Salons, but a very good afternoon to you wherever you are on the globe, especially on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, Canada, Australia, or right here in Southeast Asia. We are already in the evening or at night. It is early 9:30 p.m. here in Southeast Asia, Malaysia to be precise. In Africa, in Ghana, for instance, I believe it's around 1:30 p.m. In Nigeria, it should be about 2:30 p.m. Dear friends, welcome to the channel. This is Salons Blog. Quickly, it is our game night. Chelsea Gent in the Conference League, UEFA Conference League. Chelsea facing the Belgian Pro League side Gent in Conference League, UEFA Conference League tonight. But you see, dear friends, quickly, I will not take much of your time, so I want to rush through it quickly. Bear with me, because we have so much to talk about. I'll be giving my predicted lineup and what to expect in this game tonight. Dear friends, according to Transfer Room, Chelsea's squad is valued currently at 1.4 billion, while the other 35 Conference League teams combined are valued at 1.5 billion. Chelsea alone is valued at 1.4 billion out of the 36 teams participating or competing in a Conference League. 36 teams. Chelsea alone is valued at 1.4. The remaining 35 teams are valued at 1.5 billion euros. To say they are favorite in Europe's third title almost feels like an understatement. Oh yes. To say Chelsea are the favorite to win this competition almost feels like it is an understatement, because Chelsea actually is supposed to or expected to be in the Champions League, not in the Conference League. We've won all the trophies around Europe in the football world. Club World Cup, Europa League, every other trophy, we won it all. Now, it's only the Conference League, which was introduced about 3 seasons ago, which was firstly won by AS Roma. By then, it was our own legendary coach, Jose Mourinho, in charge. We were excited Jose won the trophy for AS Roma because in over 50 years, AS Roma have never won a major trophy. So we were excited about it. Now, Chelsea in the third tier UEFA competition. Instead of us being in the Champions League. Now we are valued at 1.4 billion. The rest of the 35 teams. Listen, dear friends. Chelsea are the favorite to win this competition. Failure to win it. Let me end it there. You see, dear friends, before tonight's game, yesterday, I watched Chelsea training yesterday, and no George Achampong in training. George Achampong, the young talented defender, was not in training, and so therefore I would suspect the Sassi will play at right back tonight. Tariq George and Keanu were involved in training as well from the academy. They were also involved in the training as at yesterday. Now today, I'm not too sure whether Tariq George or George Achampong will be part of the training or not. No news from the training ground yet. But quickly, dear friends, my predicted lineup and latest injury news heading into the game tonight. Chelsea versus Gent. You see, Chelsea are without the likes of Cole Palmer and Romeo Lavia for tonight's game. I mean, for the group stage opener at Stamford Bridge tonight. And not just Romeo Lavia and Cole Palmer, but we also have Ben Chilwell. Just hold on a little. You see, Cole Palmer, Ben Chilwell, Wesley Fofana, they are all absent. They were not registered to be part of this group stage of the Conference League. Now, even as we look set to start this competition in a more serious way, we understand both Michael Modric and Christopher Nkunku are expected to be in this game. I mean, in the starting lineup, according to the press conference the coach had yesterday. The Blues haven't come through playoff tie against Swiss outfit Servette. We are beginning the group stage campaign against the Belgian side at Stamford Bridge tonight. And dear friends, the bookies favorite Chelsea to win the whole competition. So if you are the one that bets, I'm telling you, we have been favourite to win the competition. Remember, Chelsea will be without 4-goal hero Cole Palmer in tonight's game. Ben Chilwell, Wesley Fofana, and Romeo Lavia, they will all be absent because they were all omitted from the squad submitted to UEFA for the competition. I mean, for this group stage competition. Meanwhile, Modric has only made one start in the Premier League. Michael Modric only made one start in the Premier League this season. But our boss, Enzo Maresca, insisted Modric and others can force their way into the starting 11 in the Premier League if they perform well in Europe. Michael Modric and Christopher Nkunku, especially, a big signing for Chelsea, as the coach said. They can force their way into the starting 11 in the Premier League. Don't forget, Modric already made a start once in the Premier League. Now, hopefully, Modric will have a good game tonight. Hopefully, he will have a good game tonight. You see, but it's not just Michael Modric, Christopher Nkunku as well. And the question is, if they have a good game, is Christoph going to bench Nicola Jackson? Yes, it's very possible. Is Michael Modric going to bench Sancho? Yes, it is possible. At the moment, they are not starting the Premier League because they need to up their game. It does not mean they are not going to start in the next two games. That will depend on the head coach and their performance. Dear friends, all right, quickly. I remember very well yesterday, our head coach was asked about Ben Chilwell's situation. Whether he had any regret now that we don't have alternatives for our right backs. He was asked whether he regretted not to include Chilwell in his Conference League squad to offer depth at fullback. Our head coach just simply retorted, no regret. No regret for not including Ben Chilwell. Yeah, it looks like he never regrets anything like myself. Especially if I've made up my mind, because I don't easily make decisions. There are some decisions I will take my time and I will analyze. After analyzing it, I will digest it. Once I said no, it's no. He's just like myself, dear friends. I believe so. He says no regret of not including Ben Chilwell in a group stage of the Conference League. No regret. He continued. He said his squad ahead of facing Gent, he made points. He emphasized on the squad that is available to face Gent tonight. And I want to quote him before we go to the starting, my predicted lineup tonight. My predicted lineup, before we go to that. Enzo Maresca, he said they are all available apart from the guys that are not in the squad. Apart from the guys that were not registered for the group stage of the competition. And Reece James. Apart from the guys that were not registered and Reece James, meaning every other player is available. Captain James or Reece James is a long-term absentee with a hamstring injury, as is youngster Omari Kellyman. Yeah. Now, dear friends, my predicted lineup for tonight's game: Chelsea Gent. Chelsea Gent. My predicted lineup before I go to the shoutout, and I want to start from defense. In goal post, Jagensen for sure, no doubt about that. I'll have the Sassy at our right back in the absence of George Achampong. If he's available tonight and he trained today, if he's fit, then I will prefer George Achampong to the Sassy. And otherwise, then the Sassy, Tosin, Badiashile partnership in center of defense. Then Viega, So the South Sea Tosin by the Shelly Viega in my defense. At number 6, I'll prefer Kasadai. Cesare Kasadai, number 6. Then I will have Dewsbury Hall and Felix in the central defensive area. Dewsbury Hall, and and Felix means that Felix will play the number 10 role, Dewsbury Hall number 8. Neto on my right side of attack, Moidrick on the left, and I'll have Christopher Nkuku heading Chelsea into the game as our striker. Christopher Nkuku as our main striker tonight. Remember the players that are ineligible for tonight's game. Palmer, Fofana, Chiwa, Lavia, they are all ineligible. Injured, Rhys James, Kellyman. Dear friends, that is my starting 11 for tonight's game. My scoreline prediction, Chelsea game. Ah. 5-1. That's my predicted lineup. 5-1 tonight game. 5-1. Chelsea will win Gent 5-1 in tonight game. That's my predicted. Am I? Okay. 5-1. Remember, over 3,000 away fans are set to arrive in London tonight. Over 3,000 away fans are set to arrive in London from Belgium tonight. Gent president has said the game is David versus Goliath, but miracles can still happen. According to Gent president, all the way from Belgium, he said over 3,000 fans are coming all the way from Belgium to London tonight. And he also made it very clear. It is a game of David versus Goliath. I'm not too sure if Chelsea is going to Goliath here, but I believe that his squad, his team is a David here. And he also said miracles can still happen. Miracles can happen. Dear friend, on that note, ready to tell my big shout out. Yes, let me go to the shout out now and I'll let you go. Ibrahim Shola says, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, my big brother, my brother out there. Big shout out to you. Tonight is Chelsea's game. Let me hear from you your predicted lineup as well. Yes, tonight, Ibrahim Shola, big shout out to you. Elisha Bazi says, Mr. Sellers, please answer me this question. If Chelsea go out in the summer transfer window to sign John Duran, please, will you be happy? Yes or no? This is my own friend. You should have asked me this question in private. Elisha, you want to open my nash? Elisha, this is a very tough one. You see, it is true that John Duran is doing wonders right now. Our sporting directors, they've seen it, they saw it, and they identify him clearly. But the question I will ask myself is, if John Duran is coming in right now, where will Jackson play? Because right now, as we speak, they are on par. They are on the same level. Jackson and John Duran are on the same level. Oh yes. He is not scoring any extraordinary goal that Jackson has not scored or is not scoring. They are on the same level. Jackson might not score in our last game. Does not mean that he doesn't have the scoring instinct in him. The work rate of Jackson alone. So it will be difficult to choose between the two. And you are telling me to say yes or no. I will tell you no. Not because he's not good, but I see Jackson coming up and scoring more goals even than John Duran in the coming, weeks and months. And looking at his work rate, Duran is scoring goals. Yes, but the work rate of Duran cannot be comparable to Jackson. So I would say no. Ella Shabazi, big shout out to you this afternoon. Chris Williams says, but if Chelsea must sign another striker, my first choice is Gyökeres. Osimhen would have been my first choice, but I'm worried about his injury crisis. That is good. Exactly so. If we are to get another striker, then it's better we go for more prolific than both John Duran and Nicola Jackson. Osimhen coming in right now, I'm scared. Due to the injury situations, he's becoming like injury prone. So if you ask me again and again, I will tell you, Osimhen, no. I'll prefer to go for Gyökeres, like Chris Williams has said, than even Victor Osimhen. But John Duran and Nicola Jackson, they are on par. Big shout out to my brother Chris Williams. I agree with you perfectly, 100%. Again, he said, buy another striker is not really necessary. But if eventually Chelsea bought another striker, will Maresca going to play him over Jackson? I prefer Chelsea should not go for another striker. They should just focus on the defense. At least for now, in this January transfer. We are scoring goals. Nkuku is scoring goals. Jackson is scoring goals. Cole Palmer is scoring goals. And our wingers are scoring goals. We are winning games. No need to panic and go into the market in January. We can wait and see Jackson's performance until the end of the season. Then we know what next to do. Big shout out to once again Chris Williams. Yes. Odunayo. He said, good morning, Salon. My name is Odunayo from Agege, Lagos, Nigeria. Yes, they are banging goals in their respective clubs. But you and I know that Osimhen is far better than them in all ramifications. Let's be guided, my brother. In fact, I'll pick Duran ahead of Jackson because he's strong, skillful, fast, and uses both legs with thunderous shooting ability. Do you still want Chelsea to have same belief they had with Jackson last season? He's not prolific enough. That's why they are on the hunt for a reliable striker, like those names you mentioned. It is what it is. That is what you also think. The truth is, right now, we have only one available striker we can rely on as a Chelsea Football Club. McGuay is a young star. He's not there yet. So, if you want to look at it critically, why Chelsea are still in for a striker is because in every big club like Chelsea, in a big club like Chelsea, you need at least three strikers. 3. Jackson could pick injury right now. God forbid. But it can happen. Christopher Nkuku is a false 9. It's not Nkuku is a goal scorer. He has goal scoring instinct, but it's not a direct 9. It's not, it's more like false 9. You get it? Anyway, big shout out to you, my brother Odunayo from Agege, Lagos. David Wanderson. David says, I really watched the Aston Villa match. I don't know whether that guy trains to be scoring goals off the bench. He really changed game, making the whole Bayern lose. David from, he comes off the bench and he scores goals. Normally, if you start him, he doesn't score. But when he comes off the bench, he always scores. Usually. Maybe that is the way God created him also. Dear friends. Alright, quickly, before I let you guys go. The last 2 or 3. This was a good morning, sir. Thank you for the breakfast. Alright. Please, I would like you to use this international break. I would like to use this international break that is coming and talk about our ladies small because they are doing wonders. Oh, you like me to use the international break to talk about ladies small? Okay. Big shout out to you, Bright Fabian, aka Chelsea legend from Nigeria, Delta State. I will do that. I think you guys really want to hear from our ladies. You guys like women, Fabian, aka Chelsea legend. You like ladies and you like women. I know. You want to see women pictures, right? No problem. I'll work on that for you. All right. Big shout out to you, my brother Fabian, aka Chelsea legend. Big shout out to you. All right. The next one says, Good morning, my brother from another mother. Well done. This Kwabla from Ghana, but stays at Abuja, Nigeria. Oh, Kwabla from Ghana, but you are staying in Abuja, Nigeria. Big shout out to you, Kwabla from Ghana, but stays in Abuja, Nigeria. The next one says, good morning, sir. Coming from who? Emmanuel. Big shout out to Emmanuel, guys. I'll see you all after the game for my post-match reaction. Remember, it's Chelsea Gent tonight. And my predicted scoreline is 5-1 in favor of Chelsea. See you all when you see me. Shalom and peace.